Are you looking for rare plants, mods, bobbleheads, food, magazines, or specific junk? Maybe you need these items for yourself to complete a daily challenge, or maybe you want to make some fast caps by placing these items in your vending machine. What if I told you you only need to come to one place to get these items? Plus, this location is perfect for hunting spooky scorched, holiday scorched, and treasure hunters when they're out. If you want more details on what items can be found here, please stand by as you will not be disappointed. This video will be slightly different from all the other videos I've done in the past, so because of that, just in case somebody's bored or they don't actually feel like watching some of it, I will be putting chapters in so that way you guys can skip around to your heart's content. Enjoy. If you find this video useful or learned something new, please give a big Vault Boy thumbs up and make sure to nuke that subscribe button on the way out. It does greatly increase our odds of other people being able to find us, so that way we can continue to help the community and help grow the channel. Thank you. So this location is fantastic for finding items related to daily and weekly challenges, which will make completing those challenges a breeze. There are a ton of things here, so I may miss a couple items, but I have run this numerous times, but literally there's so much stuff that you won't believe how much stuff is actually at this location. But here are a few of the items that you can expect to find. Gas canisters, teddy bears, pre-war food, salt, pepper, pumpkin pie, alcohol, board games, canned dog food, Nuka-Colas, pipe weapons, Rad-X, stems, and other chems, magazines, and bobbleheads. You can also find tons of plans, mods, a power armor frame, and even the beer hat here. There are literally tons of magazines and bobbleheads here, which I'll be showing you as we go. There are bugs and scorched, which is why you may want to come here during spooky and holiday scorched. You can find tons of ammo, grenades, wood, glass, fiberglass, locks to pick, oil, plastic, and so much more. So here's what I'll be doing is I'll talk you through the entire area. I will attempt to loot everything to show you how much you can get of each item, and then I'll break down everything I get so that way you can also see what type of junk you end up with at the end. Now, just so you can see all this stuff, the only item I'm carrying on me that's not Atomic Shop is canned coffee. I only have the Scouts banners and lunch boxes, and I have 1700 fuel. Now I do have Scrounger on level 3, so that way, and I have my Holy Fire. These are ones I can't drop. Anyhow, I do have that equipped, so that way I might get a little bit more ammo. There it is, Scrounger level 3, 80% chance to find extra ammo and ammo containers. And then I also have Woodchucker on because there's a lot of wood up here. So let's go ahead and get started. So you will find, like I said, Scorched. There's Scorched right up in here. Let me go ahead and pick up this stuff. First pipe weapon. Gotta have that mutation jump. No good otherwise. Alright. Anyway, here's your first ammo thing. What I normally do is I just loot all the bodies by doing loot all, because they're literally scattered all over the place and you can easily miss them. Like there's one right here, like why run all the way up there if you don't have to? So nothing in that second one. We got Mr. Fuzzy, some pillows. Alright, so the first bobblehead will actually be right here. That'll be the first one that you can run into and possibly get. And there are a ton of level 0 locks here, so if you need to pick locks for daily or something and you don't really want to put on a lock picking thing, there are a ton of 0 of 0, like that one that I just picked, that is a 0 of 0, and I'll try to point those out as I go as well. This is where the first magazine will spawn. It'll be right here. Now these skis right here, the composite skis, those are the ones that are full of fiberglass. Same with ski swords, they're made out of the same thing. And in case you missed it, I did just pick up a bunch of gas canisters. There is a garden gnome here. This is another 0 of 0 lock right here on this chem box. Now another magazine can actually spawn here, so that would be magazine number 2. This is where bobblehead number 2 will be at right here. You can see that. It's agility right now. There's often a plan right around in here, and a stealth boy is normally always there. Alright, this is the first bear that you'll be able to find. It's right here. It's always there. It's always a polar bear. And then if you head downstairs, there's a chance to get perfect pie. This robot can actually sell the rare bats. If you want to know more about rare bats, make sure to check out my video. I will have it linked for you guys so you can check it out if that's of interest to you. Pick that up. No rules. And then here are 3 more bears, so there's 4 bears in total so far. And also right here beside that first bear is another bobblehead that can spawn. So that's bobblehead, what, number 3? And then, while you're waiting on that, there will be a bug in here that pops out from underneath his desk. Alright. The next teddy bear is right here. It's a bubblegum bear. It's always on that chair there. And then there's another chance for another bobblehead to spawn right there. I think I got most everything. We'll check and see if we got perfect pie, and we didn't. So let's head back upstairs. Down to the mountain to pray. Up the mountain to stay. Alright, before you leave, make sure to check right here. There is another magazine that can actually spawn right there. Alright, more ammo. There's always gas canisters right there. If you need to break down stuff because it starts to weigh you down, that's a good place to do it. Nothing in there? There's normally like food, salt and pepper, alcohol, Nuka-Colas and stuff like that sitting on that table. Looks like somebody went flying. Now there can be another magazine that spawns right here. There's normally a mod that can spawn down here as well. Recipe can spawn over here as well. First board game. First safe. I can't remember off the top of my head if that's a level 1, 2, or 3. Now there are a ton of beer bottles up here, so I'll do my best to get most of them. If you ever need a piece of power armor, just to scrap for the day, a lot of times that chest has one in it, or the trunk. Another bobblehead can spawn right here. Plans often spawn right here, usually some pretty good ones actually. Always a broken camera. Always some type of clothing there. Now another bobblehead can actually spawn right there on top of that radio. Here is another bear. It's always going to be a bear sitting there. Another board game. Another magazine can actually spawn right there. Two more bears will be located right out here. Now this bus always has a ton of chems and stems and stuff like that on it, so make sure that you come up here. Always has a bunch of drinks, whether it's alcohol, water, Nuka-Colas, you name it. You can find it up here, purified water. Don't want to forget the backside here. Some good stuff back here. Another perfect pie that you can get. Always salt or pepper or spices there. There's normally a plan that can actually spawn there, or a recipe. This is a great place to look for dog food. Always a bunch of chems and stems in here. And then usually something behind the door there. Now here is your pumpkin pie. Always spices, salt and pepper and stuff in this room as well. And here is another safe. If you need a 0 lock, this one's always 0 of 0. It doesn't really take you anywhere, but it's there. Another great location to find alcohol and pre-war food, canned dog food. Recipes, there's quite a few that can spawn in here. Now this next location, there can be 3 turrets that can spawn in here. One here, and then one right inside that door. So just be careful when you come in here. Recipes. Hold up. I just made 2 fatal errors there, so let me go back and correct those real quick. The first one being right in between this house and this little hotel up here. There is a boat with a body in it. And there's normally a stealth boy that can actually be found in here as well. And a note. So make sure to always check here. And then right at the bottom, I completely overlooked the trash can here and this table that has 3 board games on it. So this one's really important. So I wanted to make sure I highlighted this for you guys. Let's get back to looting. Now this is normally a level 3 of 3 safe, I do believe, which means that you can get better plans and stuff like that from it. There's always a bug that pops out from this doghouse. Always another broken camera, a board game. More board games over here. A magazine can spawn right there. Usually a mod or a plan right here. More recipes and stuff outside. Another stealth boy. This is always a 0 of 0 lock as well. Here is another bear. Another board game right there. It's always normally chess, if I'm remembering correctly. A magazine can actually spawn right here. I normally call it the armpit magazine because it spawns right there in his armpit. Now this door is normally locked and so is this one, so you could either choose to come up here from one direction or this direction if you want to come in. There is a terminal in here that you can unlock as well. Another 0, 0 lock there. I'm not sure if that one's always 0, 0 or not. There's normally 3 bugs in here, so if you ever need bugs, this is a good room to come to. Always tons of beer bottles as well. Beer hat right there. And a magazine can actually spawn right there. Usually there's some type of chem or something right there. There can be some more that spawns down there if you're looking for radix or anything like that. Alright, there's always normally a board game over here. Sometimes there's dog food. Lots of pre-war food, recipes, and such can be found in here as well. Always a board game out here as well. Here is another bear. And another bear right here. This is always a level 3 safe. Always a board game over here. This is always a level 3 safe as well. Another magazine can spawn right there. This is a place that a lot of people overlook when they come down here. I usually do the loot all again because there's a ton of bodies. Now, a recipe or a plan can actually spawn there and down in here as well. So always make sure you kind of look around, especially if you're trying to get plans and stuff to sell or if you're looking for something rare. There's normally some radix and dog food and stuff like that you can find up there. More plans can spawn in here. Now in this area, power armor can actually spawn right there. It's normally here, to be quite honest with you, so I'm kind of surprised that it's not. Those guys normally have a ton of frag grenades, so if you ever need frag grenades. Normally there's hats in here, and some plans, and screws and such. I'm not sure why those didn't spawn in either. It's been a little glitchy in private worlds recently, and I'm in a private server, so that way I didn't miss anything for you guys. There's deep parket at marine arms. Some pretty rare plants can actually spawn right there and right here, so just be on the lookout for that. And you'll probably want to break stuff down. That's why I'm over in Cucumber. I even got junk on. It's still weighing me down. Alright, this is the last bear that you can find. This is also a fantastic place to look for pre-war food and mods. There's always some caps over here. Some mac and cheese I think can spawn up there. More mods and stuff can spawn over here. More plans. Don't forget that. More caps. So two radix and a radaway. Overseer's cache. I will not be going up there since that's like a totally different area. It just takes so much longer. So I do believe that is all. Watch out for landmines, apparently. Alright, let's go ahead and look and see what I have as far as loot goes. So we got all these assault rifles and everything. You can take those straight down and sell them, or you can break them down for scrap. I'm going to break them down for scrap. Armor, we got that power armor piece I said that we could get. A couple other pieces. We got hooded rags and mechanical jumpsuit, military cap, a bunch of skiing outfits. And skiing hats, Yukashana hats, wielding goggles, and then the beer hat, blue bandana, gas mask, 2 different ones, greaser jacket, and jeans. And then for food, I did have the canned coffee on me already. So 3 beer, black water brew, 14 boiled water, some brain fungus, 7 canned dog food, carrots, chicken noodle soup, cream, dandy boar apples, dirty water, fancy lad snack cakes, iguana bites, melons, mountain honey, more alcohol, noodle cups, Nuka-Colas. We got, 11? We got 4 pepper. We got another alcohol, more pre-war foods there. The pumpkin pie, 8 purified water, red roach meat, rum, Salisbury steak, 5 salt, 2 spices, squirrel bits, 7 sugar, 2 vodka, 3 whiskey, wild blackberries, which I just happened to pick up, and then wine, and yum yum deviled eggs. And as far as aid goes, we got Addictol, blood packs, 5 buff out, buff tats, day tripper, disease cure, grape mentats, Med-X, mentats, orange mentats, 8 Rad-X, 4 Rad-X diluted, 6 Rad-Away, another Rad-Away, 2 stealth boys, 11 stim packs, super stim pack, and XL. And then as far as notes go, we got, let's see how many of these we got. Deep Marine, we got a bunch of notes here. Recipes. And like I said, a couple of them didn't even spawn in. They won't always spawn in. We got 2 mods while we were down here, and then we got a ton of ammo. At 1700 fuel. So we got all this ammo, got some cannonballs, got fusion core. Where's my fuel at? So now I'm at 2,800, so I got 1,100 ammo from running this. And then, let's see here, junk. We got all this fun stuff. Tons of bears and glass bottles, and not to mention board games and all that good stuff. So there's a ton of stuff. If you need cigarettes and stuff like that, or cigars, there's a ton of that here as well. So we'll go ahead and start breaking down some of this scrap here, some of these weapons and such. Alright, so my junk, as you can see here, got quite a bit of aluminum, got some circuits, bone shards, ceramic scrap, copper scrap, cork, adhesive 69 fiberglass, 204 glass, got lead, loose gears, screws, springs, molded plastic, bunch of cloth, leather, rubber, steel scrap. I got 967, got unrefined gunpowder, 24 oil, 489 wood scraps, all from just this one run. So hopefully that has helped you decide whether or not you'd like to come up here. And like I said, there are a ton of bobbleheads and magazines that can spawn up here. If you're in a public server, you have a way higher rate of actually picking those up. So make sure you stop by all those locations that I showed you, so that way hopefully you can get that, and check out all the locations where I pointed out some extra recipes and stuff that normally spawn in. Did I miss any bobbleheads or magazines in this location? If I did, please let me know in the comments below. I only learned one new location when I ran through about, I don't know, 25-30 times with all the extra little bells and whistles to actually try to find magazines and bobbleheads for you guys. So let me know in the comments below if I missed any. Also, do you have a place that's like this that you like to loot, that has a ton of just about everything that you need for daily challenges, or things that you might be able to use in your vending machine? Make sure to comment below and let us know where you loot. Alright guys, hopefully this helped you. Give me a big Vault Boy thumbs up if it did. Try to hit that subscribe button on the way out, and thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take a moment to welcome my newest channel members to the Glowing Deathclaws, F. Darkin, Daddy Berry, Rise, Hulking Rex, and to the Baby Deathclaws, Tyler Gas. Thank you so much for having my back, guys. I appreciate you. Without you, none of this would be possible.